MC Brown.
Hello, Jester. Coach Jester, Coach JC.
Sorry, we used to
Also
Jester,
known as
huh?
Jester. Also known as Jester.
That's
So.
right.
Yes.
So we are back.
How are you?
Doing okay. How about you?
Not too bad. Long time no pod.
Yes. You have to excuse any noises that come out of this room. I'm in here with two dogs. I have one puppy who is now 12 weeks old who just ran off with my microphone. Hey, bring it back. Took my microphone.
Now, if you lock them out of the room, do they just start scratching the door repeatedly?
This puppy's just like... Right now, next to the puppy is a rawhide, which is what dogs like to chew on. But she instead liked to take the microphone holder I use and chew on that. She's going to town on it right now, just chowing away.
Guess you'll need a new microphone holder now.
Yeah, this could interfere with my ability to record podcast.
Coach JC, his two dogs, and MC Brown here for Me Podcast You Purina. And we're going to give you our thoughts on the latest dog foods.
Me Podcast You Purina Dog Chow. Oh.
We're sponsored by our friends over at, I forget who owns them. I want to say
Purina Dog Chow, it's Purina.
Yeah. It is Purina? Yeah, I thought
Ralston.
I want to say Ralston or something for some reason. That makes me think that was a previous brand name of them, but yeah, that's our new sponsor, Purina Dog Chow sponsoring.
Were you looking for like an individual? It's owned by Roger.
Oh, Roger.
Yeah, I don't
Roger
know.
Ralston.
Yeah. Oh, there it is already. There's one dog. They're fighting now. They're fighting in the middle of the room. The puppy's just like, the other dog is older, like 3 years older, and the puppy's like, you can't just sit still. I need to bite you. So
Like, this is what I do.
Hey.
My whole life is just sitting on a carpet watching this Coach JC record podcasts and do other menial tasks like watch football throughout his day.
I'll put videos out of them so you can see them. As right now she's got my cable for you son of a bitch dog.
All calm. Now she's biting my gonads.
Hey, hold on. Hey, no. Stop it. Hey. You little bastard. The dog just stares at you too. Just looks at you like, what? What am I doing wrong? I'm not doing anything wrong.
I'm supposed to do this. Why are you just sitting there?
Why are you just sitting there? You're supposed to entertain me, clown. Get up and throw a ball or something, you little bastard.
You're supposed to be taking me on a walk about now.
Yeah.
Why are we running down the street?
That is true. I am. In about 45 minutes, we're supposed to go on our walk before we eat our lunch. Just like when I was getting this dog, we were skiing in Durango. And I went to get cigars. And my wife saw a picture for dogs. And she said, it's a sign. So she's like, it's a sign. We need another dog. Because I lost my two other boys over the year. They both passed away. So we have a single dog. And I didn't realize how enjoyable that was to have one dog. And so we go buy this puppy. And this guy set us up. He invites us to his house and says, yeah, come see the puppies. They'll be fun. And so we get there, and he opens the front door, and a massive amount of dogs come out. And, like, puppy... Oh, that little fucker just chewed it in half. You son of... There goes money. We need sponsors. She just chewed my cord in half. You little dick. Asshole. Now she's not even entertained. Now she didn't care anymore about it. She's like, I chewed in half. Who cares now at this point?
I did my damage for the day.
I'm done. I'm done.
That'll teach this fucker not to take me on a walk.
Yeah,
and
try to get on
a stupid little podcast.
Yeah, get on this little microphone and try to act like he's in snow. What the fuck? So anyways, this guy lets these puppies out, and there's like 10 of them. And they all come running out it's like a movie set. They're like, they all come running out. Puppies are running everywhere, and we're like, oh yeah, like this is going to sway our decision because there's no way you can leave at this point. You have sucked in. You are now engulfed in puppies. And so we come home with a puppy. And since then, I've regretted it every day, thinking to myself, why did I get another puppy? I was doing just fine. I had a 3-year-old who just lays around. Like, the other dog's just sitting here doing nothing. And this puppy is just like, I've chewed the cord in half. Now I'm going to grab one of your shoes and chew on those. And
well, imagine for a second, the life of your 3-year-old dog. Okay, so it's sad, obviously, in a way, too. You know, he's got 2 friends, and he's got 1 friend, and he's got none. So now the dog is just by himself. He, right? Not a she.
It's a she.
Yeah, so she's by herself now, and you're like, what the fuck happened to the other 2 dogs?
That's why that's the way I looked at it.
Yeah, getting adjusted to that, then I guess this is my life now. And then you just bring home this wild puppy into her life. It just turns her life upside down, turns your life upside down. Yeah, that dog's probably like, what the fuck?
This dog's happened? Like, I'm trying to make sense of everything that's happening right now. Yeah. And it doesn't make any sense.
What happened to my other 2 buddies?
Yeah.
Why do I have this wild maniac here now?
Now I don't blame her, though, when I tried to take her in the car, because that's how the other 2 dogs left, and they didn't come back. So you would think dog's I don't know if I want to get in the car, because Reggie got in the car and he didn't come back. So
this dog is like, I'm not leaving this spot.
No,
I'm perfectly fine living. I'll live here on the carpet if that's what this master wants me to do. But I'm not getting in that damn car.
Stop it, you little. Whatever happened at this moment, you know, oh my God, if you could just witness this. This puppy now jumped up on the couch because it's done playing with the bigger dog, and now it's over here just biting me. You know, that's one thing people don't understand when they see puppies. They think, they're so cool. They just like to play all the time. They like to bite a lot. It's like I might as well dress up in one of those attack suits. So when I have this puppy in the house, I could just be prepared to get bit. And it's funny, when I called you, the puppy was sleeping. And as soon as it said, "Oh, you're going to do something," I'm going to get up now and cause havoc and just create problems.
How dare you try to do something without me?
You son of a bitch. So how you been, man?
I am surviving here in this world out in the eastern part of the United States. And we're getting by. I just recorded a podcast, big plug, with the Ramrock.
It's called
Ram Talk. Yes, exactly. Ram Talk with the Ramrock. And that was fun for a show, and we'll hope to have you on shortly. I know he wants to do a lot of wrestling-centric stuff, but he also, hopefully, we'll have him back on here because his schedule, you know, much like ours, you know, very limited to when he can record. He's also a busy man now, wrestling all over the western part of the United States. So that's going to be a great pod. So big plug for our friend, the Ramrock.
Is he going to be on the road with this podcast? Did he tell you?
I am not sure. I think he might, depending on how many episodes he's going to be. You know, I'm sure at some point he'll want to start getting some interviews from like Battleground Pro, which is I've seen some footage from that he was able to privately share, and that was very impressive too. So he's hoping to make that, you know, kind of like a home base of operations, and you know, hopefully not betraying any confidence from him. But it sounded like he's very excited to be working up there more, and I mean, he's wrestling seemingly almost every weekend or every other weekend, and you know, anybody that follows him at the Ramrock on Instagram and Twitter or whatever, he's very busy with his wrestling career, tag teaming with his partner Ryan Riven as Downfall Cathedral, and they've won some championships, and very happy, very proud of him. Longtime friend of both of us.
Well, good for him. So since I've talked to you, though, I am no longer coaching since the last time we have spoke.
So are you no longer Coach JC?
I can't get rid of my past. I will be the Coach JC. But the problem with it is I used to be a coach, and then I applied to be the head coach. So this year was a big downfall for the football program, and the varsity needed a new coach, and I was doing everything I can to prove myself worthy of coaching this program. And I was doing everything to the point where I thought I was a shoo-in. And that's going to go out to everybody out there. Never believe anything. Because I really believed, because I was told that I was the shoo-in. I was told that I was the right shoe for the job. It was going to fit. And then all of a sudden, I got a phone call after interviewing for the job. And guess what? It's not me.
So you were not the shoe that fit.
Nope. And I hate to say it, but the shoe, even better, the shoe that they chose doesn't fit either. And I'll just give you a little history of myself. I've been coaching football for 27 years. I've been coaching high school football for 10 of those 27 years. I've been a head coach for 3 years. I've been a head of a defense, like a defensive coordinator for 3 years. 4 years, actually. I've been in a position coach for 5 years. Really think I fit the mold, right?
Yes.
They chose, and big long pause here, they chose an individual who has been a junior high football coach.
I thought you were going to say the janitor or something like that.
Pretty close. Because junior high football tackle doesn't exist in Arizona. So to be the head of a tackle junior high program would mean that you were the head of a flag football program. And I don't know if anybody watches football, but flag football and tackle football are a little different. So
just a little bit.
Yeah. So to be a head football coach, you would think that you'd have to have head football coaching experience at the high school level, but I guess not. So just remember.
So what was the reason they gave you for not choosing you?
They did not give me a reason.
Oh.
Yes.
Nepotism of some sort?
I don't have any idea. I'm completely baffled, and it kind of reminds me of Jeff Saturday for the Indianapolis Colts.
He was announcing 1 minute, and he was coaching.
Yeah, that's how it was the prior year when I applied for this job. They gave it to a guy that was friends with somebody, and they discussed it in Home Depot about him being the head coach. So I was overlooking that first time I got snubbed. And now, snubbed again. Right in the buttocks.
Sounds like someone doesn't want you to be the bride.
Yeah.
They want you to be the bridesmaid, but never the bride for some reason.
How it feels, right? Kind of feels that way.
Someone's got it out for you. It sounds like if they could find just any schmo off the street, they would defeat you. We didn't have anybody
there was nobody available to be the coach.
No other candidate except this guy walking by when we just interviewed you, and we thought they were better.
We just saw this guy actually at Safeway, and he was buying groceries, and we said, "You look like a guy that makes good decisions. Why don't you be the head coach?"
You look like a person who's not Coach JC. Why don't you apply for this job?
Yeah. Why don't you take this job? So
sounds like someone doesn't like you.
No,
would be my evaluation of that.
I've applied to be a head football coach this would be my 4th time, and this is just this town. So I would just say that I just maybe not meant to be the football coach in this town. So I'm
not while whoever is impeding your promotion to head coach is in charge, until they are removed or disappear themselves.
Every time there's a new head coach, Coach JC gets the boot, and they always say, "Hey, we really want you to stay on," but the problem is the coach they hired doesn't want me to stay on. So
intimidated.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah. Doesn't like your experience. Doesn't like that you'd probably do a better job coaching than them. So
that's what happened. That's what's happened last year, and that's why I thought I was gonna be the shoe-in, brother. I thought I was gonna just walk in there, and I guess that was my fault, right? That was my fault.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have taken it for granted. I should have come in like it wasn't mine. Here comes Ramrock. Yes. Here comes Ramrock.
Waiting from the mountains of Germany.
It's not very good audio, I guess.
No, the choppy audio, or I couldn't.
It's like
interfering with a feed of the inside discussions of should we hire Coach AC.
I was trying to get Ramrock's audio on something and see if I could pull him up, but the announcer was really bad. So
I tell you what, with him hopefully doing some regular stuff with that. I mean, they're out of Colorado. That Battleground Pro looks pretty clean. I know that his. I mean, as we record it, the Ram Talk episode 1 with me on there, plug is released. I think on Spotify, and it's promoted on his social media too. But the footage I seen with him hopefully working up there, very clean, so makes him look like $1 million, and good stuff.
Is he taking his his tag team part? His fur coat. Is he bringing his animals? Is he taking his tag team partner?
I believe both of them, if I'm not mistaken, wrestled a couple times now. The match I had seen was a singles match. I don't know if that was the first time or whatnot. But yeah, he is. I believe him and his partner Ryan are set to become a thing up there from the rumblings. Now I don't want to be premature, and I mean that's up to them to announce if something happens for sure. But I believe that's the plan for both their tag team to be a part of that promotion up there, just like they are pretty much everywhere. I mean, the Ramrock, he's made it known for sure that he's got a lot of bumps on his bump card. So basically, I think working in a tag team, not that he can't work singles, I think is probably a good thing for his career at this point. And they work well together. And I mean, for sure. I mean, the commitment to the tag team is something both, put some work into now, and hopefully big things are ahead.
All right. So in this podcast,
we'll have to have him on soon. Yes, we'll have to have him on soon. We'll talk about that.
So what are we discussing today? Are we discussing free agency? Because that's what's all over.
Yeah, your Raiders did some stuff. My Bears did some stuff. What do you think? I mean, I got your thoughts now.
I saw something about your quarterback going to the Raiders. Is that what's happening?
No, my quarterback is not the 49ers.
No, they got Garoppolo, but they're not done.
Yeah.
They can't just get Garoppolo.
You don't think so? Isn't he familiar with their head coach?
Yeah.
That's a plan. Garoppolo didn't sign over there to be a backup.
Yeah, he did. He's a backup. Stop.
No, I don't think so. Because Stidholm, who was also on your team, he's on the Broncos now.
Who?
It's a quarterback carousel. Sam Darnold and the 49ers.
Yeah, they got rid of him. Hold on, I got to get my dog thing. God dang it. No. Stop it.
This show is brought to you by Wild Dogs.
What the hell, man?
Wild puppies.
You want to
the
ride?
Wild puppies of Coach JC.
They just runs over and starts grabbing. Just starts grabbing. If you watch this dog, Stop. If you watch this dog, she's just... oh my
it's just
God.
like an
what the
annoying
hell is
child
going
that just
on?
keeps slapping you on the back of the head.
It's
Does
just,
this hurt?
Does this hurt? Does this hurt? Can you feel this? Because that's what's happening right now. It's like the puppy is just, it's very distracting. Now they're going to wrestle right next to me. So.
Look, Dad. Look, Dad. Look, Dad.
Yeah.
Look, Dad.
Watch us. Why are you on that thing? Why are you talking into that thing? What is that? Watch me. Watch me do this. Look what I can do.
I think Garoppolo is your man. At least for one season.
He ain't gonna.
I mean, he signed for a few years, I thought. He's their quarterback.
Yeah, don't say it like that. That just sounds bad.
Well, he is, because I believe part of the reason why the Bears probably went with the move, they probably felt like, for one, you guys already had your man, so they weren't going to probably get a deal done with the Raiders on draft day. And then I'm sure maybe the Colts and Texans to some lesser extent, because I'm sure the Texans didn't want to trade one spot. They probably weren't offering much. So, I mean, he probably took the inflated deal that he got there. And, a lot of people say that as Bears fans, we should be ecstatic. I mean, it's a lot to be happy for with DJ Moore and stuff from that trade that we made in there. But, I mean, obviously I want to see the Bears beef up the D, which they've done a little bit on free agency, getting the linebackers we've got so far. And
let's just see what the Raiders have done so far. Raiders free agency. I'm playing football noises in the background just in case, so it sounds like we're in a game. Can you hear it?
A little bit. I hear it come in and out.
This is what it sounds like at a high school game. Jimmy, did I tell you to run that play? Second down and goal. All right, Raiders.
You're getting the list. I could tell you your top two deals for sure.
Jimmy Garoppolo, contract free agency. See, the thing is, I don't see him being the guy who's gonna. I mean, he was injured all last year, dude. He was injured all last year. So what's the point of having Jimmy Garoppolo?
Apparently they're hoping maybe that he'll stay healthy this year.
Yeah, but then what if he's not? Who's our backup? They got rid of the backup. So now we have like Gerber. We have like Gerber or whatever his name is. Gerber baby food. So our we don't even have a backup anybody has heard of. I think he played for like North Dakota Tech University Community College. So what are we gonna do now? It's just bad. It's just bad. It's just. What are we though? We're gonna be the new. We're the Cardinals.
The red and silver rifle.
We're the Cardinals. We're the Cardinals now. We get all the leftover. Everybody gets sick of. They're like, yeah, we don't like this guy anymore. We'll trade you.
You got Jacoby Myers now.
It's kind of like, if you think about it, it's kind of like
this morning.
It's kind of like when you trade at school. You're like, I'll trade you the cupcakes for a banana. It's not even the same. So no one wants a banana. They want cupcakes. So
Carr was the cupcake?
Yeah. Dude, he was better than Garoppolo. And the problem
if I had a choice, I would agree.
They put Stidham in, and they put that guy in, and they're like, what are they going to do with that guy now? And so then they're like, oh, now we're going to trade him to the Broncos. I mean, he went over there to be a backup for the Broncos?
Yeah, he's the current starter, but I'm pretty sure they're going to draft the quarterback.
The Broncos?
Well, I don't think. No, wait. They got.
What happened to Wilson?
They got Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
they got Russell Wilson.
So they got Russell Wilson. So he's a backup.
Yeah, so he is the backup to Wilson now. Yeah.
So what's that say when they trade you to your rival? They just say, who cares?
I think the Broncos took that offensive lineman from San Francisco, though, didn't they? McClinchy or whatever. So that'll be a little more protection for Russell Wilson there, or Stidham, depending on.
Do you think Russell Wilson? It was the problem last year was his protection. I mean, seriously.
I don't think. Well, I mean, I'm sure that doesn't help, but I'm thinking that possibly that was a bad deal, considering they finished with what, the fourth pick, which is now Seattle's. Not fourth pick. That's Colts. Fifth, maybe. I believe they draft fifth, but it's Seattle now.
So by the time this audio comes out, free agency will be over because they have until 4:00 on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, which is what, the 14th, 15th, the 15th of.
It'll have officially began. We're in the the legal tampering, I should say, period, where a bunch of deals have been announced, but not official.
It says technically, speaking NFL teams aren't allowed to sign free agents till Wednesday. Oh, I get you. So they're not allowed to sign out till Wednesday. So all this stuff is just
bullshit. The deals are agreed upon pending physicals, I'd imagine, until they're actually inked on.
So right now the 49ers signed that Hargrave from I think he's from the Eagles. They were talking about that today. They said that was a pretty good move for them because this makes their defense stronger. And then
and we got one of the Eagles guys too on the Bears. We got Edwards.
They gave the they gave the Raiders a grade A for trading for Garoppolo. The problem is, man, he's just not healthy. I don't know why you would
traded for Garoppolo,
or
you signed him off free agency.
Yeah, we signed him.
Yeah.
So that's not a. And then he got $34 million guaranteed. No, stop. $34 million guaranteed.
Well, apparently that relationship he has with who's their coach, McDaniel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
was Garoppolo ever was he on the Patriots?
He was. That's where he started his career.
So that's why.
Yeah. So that relationship.
The Patriots are looking at, is it Jonnu Smith from the Falcons? They gave that grade a B.
Yeah, that Jonnu was traded from the Patriots, the Falcons.
Then the Patriots also re-signed Jonathan Jones.
I think that was their only move because they lost Jacoby Myers to you guys.
The Bears signed T.J. Edwards, linebacker.
Then we got
for $6.5 million per season.
We got
move.
Edmonds from bigger move. We got Edmonds from Buffalo. He's off the ball linebacker.
Yeah.
He's been the biggest move so far. Then Edwards, I'd say. We signed a guard from the Titans. We signed a defensive end from the Titans. Those have been the 4 moves so far the Bears have done.
Let's see what else. Cornerback Cameron Sutton. I saw that the Raiders got a safety too. They're going to get. What's wrong with you, dog?
Where'd you sign him from?
They got him from the Eagles.
Yeah, so the Eagles have lost.
Eagles are losing a bunch of guys.
Pieces, yeah.
That was the conversation today. Was that the Eagles were going to lose a bunch of players because they are not. I don't know. I don't understand why everybody's jumping ship. I mean, they just went to the Super Bowl last year just because they didn't win it.
Or maybe their owners are like the Bears owners, cheapskates.
Well, they're saying that they have to pay for Hurts, so they thinking that they're not giving any extra money out because they got to maintain the quarterback. Which, in my opinion, I'm not sure the quarterback was really all that great for the Eagles, and they could probably what? You think he's all that great? You think he's the team? I don't think he's the team, man. I think they could have moved that. They could have moved in that direction with any quarterback, in my opinion, that's decent. And I think Hurts is a good quarterback, but I don't think he's worth losing 4 or 5 players to him.
I think as history has shown here, especially you're talking to a Bears fan, so the quarterback is everything. And if you got somebody who's going to lock it down in there, you need to lock them down as far as long term. So if you got to pay them, you got to pay them. But I agree with you. You definitely need to have some money allocated for your best players. And unfortunately for them, they're not feeling like these guys are. I mean, if they do feel they're worth keeping, they're not offering them enough to keep them. So people are poaching their team now.
So let's go to the other subject on here. Do you really think Tom Brady's coming back to play?
So if he announced he's retired, maybe you know more about this exactly than me. At what point in the season could he unretire? Would he have to designate it by a certain point?
No,
because I don't think he's going to start the team. I don't think he's going to start the year with anybody. But let's just say Tua gets hurt again for the Dolphins, and they've wanted him forever. it'd probably be a strong chance that he could play. I mean, I know he's, I don't know if he's publicly said this. I think he has, because the 49ers, they run up a score on him or something like that. I think now he never wants to play for them, apparently. So I don't think he's done. I feel like you might see him again, but I think situation is going to dictate whether he plays and if he could feel like he could get one last run in.
He doesn't have to declare, as far as I know. He doesn't have to actually declare anything, because
so he could sign NFL teams, in the last week of the year. He could sign at the end and play into the playoffs, conceivably.
Yeah, because that's what NFL teams do all the time. I mean, Cardinals did that 1 year when they lost Warner. And then they lost their backup. They signed up that teacher that was teaching, that was an ex-player, and he came.
Yeah, but doesn't his rights still? Yeah, but doesn't his rights still belong to the Buccaneers? So they'd have to trade the rights before the trade deadline or release him, wouldn't they?
Well, what did what's his name do when Favre left the Packers? He
ended up playing for the Jets or Vikings and Jets, didn't he?
Well, he went to the Jets. But I don't think
like
they traded him.
I
thought he retired, and I thought there was a clause that he couldn't play for like a rival team. So he went there for like 1 year. I really don't know. I really don't know.
He did play for the Vikings. Remember that?
Well, yeah, but that was after he played 1 year with the Jets. He kind of scammed them.
Yeah.
Because he played outside of their division, so he didn't have any rival. But I look at it like, if you really want to, I mean, I don't think Tom Brady's done either. I just don't see any reason why he has to sit in a booth and be a commentator. And I don't really think I'd want to listen to him anyways. You know, everybody sits there and says that he'd be great at it, but no one beats Romo. Romo's probably one of the better quarterbacks who come out of, I mean, Kurt Warner's annoying, but he doesn't do a whole lot of color analysis of a game. He's not a play-by-play guy.
What do you feel? Do you feel like Giselle was that annoying where he just didn't want to be home for half the year?
Talking about his relationship? I don't know.
Now,
I don't know.
Why this guy doesn't need to even announce. Like, obviously he loves football. We'd have to agree on that, of course, because he's played. But like, apparently he doesn't want to spend his whole year with his family. So he definitely wants to be around the game. So if he could still play at a high level, and he went into the playoffs last year. So I mean, what's to say that some quarterback needy team can't coax him out of retirement? You know, if they have a serious injury in this coming year and making a playoff run, I mean, I feel like he's just one phone call away from unretiring. One injury, I should say.
One phone call away. Hey, this is Tom. Hey, Tom, this is Jack from the North Carolina Panthers. How's it going? We had a problem. We had something happen yesterday. Don't know if you saw it or not, but we're kind of curious if you'd think about coming out of retirement. Come play. Right now I'm on a boat in the middle of the ocean. That's cool. We'll get a helicopter. We'll come get you. And then we'll get you suited up, and we'll make the announcement, and we'll get you in. Wouldn't that just be awesome? That would be like, that's kind of like my dream about the coaching situation I'm in right now. That all of a sudden they're going to be like, dude, we made a huge mistake. We're going to have to make changes quick. Get on the bat phone.
It sounds like though you're dealing, whoever you, I mean, we're not saying names of schools or anything, or even the individual, obviously. I don't know who it is anyways. But it sounds like that person is stubbornly making sure that he will just eat a huge cup of crow before his team will just be torpedoed in the ground before he ever makes that phone call to you. Like, whoever is against you, it's not coaching. I think
it's not the same person. That's the part that baffles my mind.
So these have been multiple people passing you over.
Yeah, I think it's
every year.
It might just be me. I might just be a total.
Yeah, you might just be intimidating.
I might just. I might just be an abrasive asshole.
Do you just with a stand-up mic, you just make fun of them immediately?
No.
Nice coat, asshole. All right, I'm the best guy for this job. You know this.
Well, yeah, what I do is I walk in and they have a brick wall backdrop and I get a microphone and I go, hey, how's everybody doing today?
Your interview is a comedy set where you just rip them to shreds. I don't know why I'm not getting the job.
Yeah. And you look like a walrus. What?
You look like you're stupid. Well, how'd you get this job to hire me?
And that's the hardest part about it. Not to change subject, but I could see how coaching, coaching is a tough career, and to be a head coach, look at like we're discussing, like, well, would you do this? What would you do that? All the stuff that you have to be done to get stuff together, and that's probably the hardest part. But I was prepared this time, but I didn't go in prepared, and that's probably my fault. I took it for granted that everything I did on the field all year showed my abilities, and I still stand by that. I still think that should have just been the decision, but I guess not. And the thing about it is, I'll tell you what I lost to. I lost to a guy who came in with a PowerPoint presentation and QR codes and all kinds of shit, like a big marketing plan. And I guess that was my fault. I should have been more prepared. Because again, the individuals who made these decisions, I don't know who it is. And I don't understand it. And they're nice. Everybody's nice people. Like, they're nice people. No one's mean here. So even the guy who got it, he's a nice guy. He's not. It's just that I'm confused. And when I talk to him, so that's when I asked the coach who got the job, what's your experience? And he says junior high. It just blows my mind. And then when people who hired him tell me that they want me to stay on because they're beneficial to the program, that just blows your mind too. You feel like always a bridesmaid, not a bride, right?
Yes.
So how long can you stay and do that, right?
Yeah.
So when you have
the other guy, interrupt you, but does the other guy look like Poindexter?
The Dolphins? I do a lot of studying.
No, they look at him and they look at you. Wait, this guy obviously.
No, he's a big dude, but he's super passive. Like, hey man, what's up? Oh yeah, bro. And he's got that real passive approach. And I'll just tell here's how it even goes. So like the weight room's like super important to me. And so like one of the questions was, how are you going to change stuff? And I said, we're really going to focus on the weight room because we need to get in there and get bigger and stronger. And I said, it's going to have to be something that we require, that you have to do. And his since he took over the job, he's decided that the weight room is important during the season or during the off season, 2 days a week. And I don't know if anybody out there in the world is lifts or works out or does anything exercise-wise, but 2 days a week is for an 80-year-old man. It's not for a high school football team. You can't get stronger and faster in 2 days a week. So right there just tells me that we're both on we're on two different pages here. Yeah. And so maybe I'm just too aggressive. Maybe I'm just too forward. Maybe I'm just too demanding. Because even the team I coached last year, because I coached the lower level because I didn't get along with the coach that they found at Home Depot. I coached the lower level, and we ran like a machine, man. We ran pretty. I had 84 kids when we started the season, and normally you lose quite a bit, but we ended up finishing the season with 70 players, and that's a lot to maintain on a team and try to keep people vested. So that's the kind of program I run. You know, people were vested; they wanted to stick around and play, and so I kind of felt like that would show those powers to be that was the direction I was going to take the upper level. But
do you feel like maybe you're not a good pitch man for yourself? Like you go in there thinking, hey,
I do.
My thing speaks for itself.
The first time I did it, I brought in stuff. Yeah. And it didn't work. I was told I didn't have the qualifications as the guy at Home Depot. So he had the ability to pick the right deck screws for the deck, and I guess I didn't. So I'm just being sarcastic. If anybody thinks it's funny,
do you feel like these bribes going on?
I don't know. I mean, again, it's not like it's
mysteriously
high school football
the head director of got a new deck after retired.
The contractor that hired to be the head coach just put on an edition of the principal's house.
The other guy, whatever he does on the side, is the one with no qualification. So suddenly, the other guy's got the principal's got a brand new car.
Yeah, brand new cars with low payments for the next 36 months. I just don't. I don't know. It kind of it makes you do a soul searching check on yourself and realize that maybe you. And again, I blame myself, because if they would give me the explanation, I would like to hear it. But maybe it was I just didn't. Maybe I came in just too confident, and I didn't sell myself. That's probably that's how I look at it too. But I guess if I was picking somebody and I saw them doing the job, and then the other individual I never seen before do the job, I think I would go with the individual. If their qualifications were comparable, I would go with the individual that I've seen actually hands-on do the job. Correct?
Yeah, that would make more sense. And then you can always say, okay, if we don't like the job this guy does, then look outside.
Well, that's what's going to happen.
That's what's
going to happen. Is the other individual has never done this job other than middle school football. So this is going to be a totally different ball game. And not to say that maybe he'll do a great job at it. I really don't really know. But the odds are 0. the odds are that
I don't want to say he's going to do a horrible job, but he's going to do a horrible job.
The odds of an individual stepping in and just doing a great job right off the bat when it has never done the job, it'd be like, yeah, you've never tiled the floor before? Well, give it a shot.
That's your PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah.
The odds of him doing a job
are 0%.
I want to say of me doing a great job 100%.
You know,
the choice is easy.
It probably didn't help either that I went in there with my kilt on and I went in with my wrestling persona, and I'm like, listen here, brother. On Sunday, you will be praising my name.
Logan Cage goes into the interview room.
So,
just like I put the hurt on the Ramrock and Pierre Eval, I'm going to put the hurt on this program and make everybody winners. And they're all terrified.
So, yeah. So when I look at this stuff, it's kind of like, let's go back to the free agency. You don't see teams picking quarterbacks that they've never seen play.
Not yet.
No, but it's still, they haven't,
That'll be after the draft.
Why would you pick a coach that you've never seen be head coach? And I mean, that's
clearly something happened. We don't have all the details here. Who did you strangle when you walked into the room? Like, did you shake them up and say, I'm the right man for this job? You know this.
Hold on, I gotta walk over. My dog just did something. What are you doing?
Coach JC's dog is taking a shit in the middle of his recording studio. Right now, we're going to go to station identification.
Loud crash. This is going to be a podcast with me just wondering what my dog's doing the whole time. I just hear crash. Shit's all over the floor.
You just hear the car starting in the background. Your fucking dog's driving around doing fucking just donuts in your yard.
I gotta hear it. God damn it. Dog sounds like she's doing dishes. Hold on.
This portion of the Me Podcast You Listen program is brought to you by Wild Dogs. never know what they're going to do, especially when you have a puppy that you grabbed from a litter of 10 that the man you bought them through just let unleashed on you and your wife until you bought them. Station identification. Let's go to Pierre Eval. This is the architect of anarchy, Pierre Eval, and you are listening to me podcast. You listen on the Jester Podcast Network. Let's go chase. He is still chasing his dog around, trying to corral him like a wild horse that is loose in his house. We don't know the damage or the extent of the damage. Oh, he's back.
Yeah. So, the puppy decided to get up on the counter and eat the cat food. So.
Oh, wow. You have a cat, too?
Yep.
How many? One
Copper kitty.
Just one cat?
Just one. Son of a bitch.
Whether Wild Zoo at the Coach JC household.
I'm hearing dishes like she's down there cooking. Like, clink, 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 clink. Hey, what do you want? You want something to eat? Clink, clink, clink. And also I'm like, I go downstairs, no noise. I look on the counter and she's gulping cat food.
Are you against kennels?
That's what I just did. That's what I just did.
Oh, really? Oh, that's timeout time for the dog.
It's fucking. That's it.
You had enough.
Yeah.
Stop being a puppy
so from now,
like a hardened criminal you are.
So from now on, during the podcast time of me podcast, you listen. The puppy is gonna have to go into a kennel. Because if I'm going to take pictures of all
you listen.
all the devastation that just went on for the past 45 minutes. There's paper everywhere. She chewed up one of my cords. She's chewed on my shoe. She went downstairs, started making food in the kitchen. She decided cat food was a good idea. Fucker. And then right next to me is the older dog, just laying on the couch. See, life would have been simpler.
Yes.
The other dog doesn't even like her. It's supposed to be for you. It's supposed to be your companion since you had companions.
Other dog's like, fuck you.
Yeah,
I didn't ask for this shit.
This is not what I wanted. I really liked it. It was just me, you, your wife, and the cat. It was cool.
I was getting all the attention after the other two people mysteriously disappeared when he took them on unsolicited cow rides.
Yeah, now you're like, you want another one? You're like, no. One that eats shit and just... freaking dogs. Anyways, so this is like therapy for me about my coaching. So we'll see where the world takes me now in the coaching realm. I mean, I may not be done, but this year it's a little late to be coaching. So
this is MC Brown with the coach formerly known as JC. The JC formerly known as Coach JC.
It's kind of like the guy
formerly known as Coach JC.
God
until he finds his new profession in life.
Maybe I'll be with the guy from Last Chance U, and I'll just have a podcast of my own where I'm just watching games and screaming at people. Have you ever heard that?
No,
it's
I was picturing
Coach
sad
Brown
on the sideline,
it's
just heckling the team.
Sad clown. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the
with
games.
A megaphone. That's not what I would have done.
That would be some funny shit, man.
Where's that voice coming from? I don't know. I see the big, large, burly clown.
There's just a 275-pound clown walking up down the sidelines going, geez, why you keep running the ball to the same side?
He's pretending to be a peanut vendor dressed as a clown. But apparently he's just yelling out insults to us throughout the game.
Is our mascot a clown? Why is he on the sideline? You know what I'll do is
why is he barking out plays to the quarterback?
No, just why is he wearing a headset, acting like he's coaching?
Why does it look like he's got a line to? Why does it look like there's a direct line to the quarterback?
It's gonna be like the water boy when the Fonz was on the phone. He's like, I know, Grandma, and he's like talking on the phone. It's not even connected. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna be on the sideline with the headset, just walking out, going, "It should have been me, man. I would have got you guys victories." But no, I like the kids, so I wish them well. I hope everything goes the way it's supposed to, and I'll just sit here and look sad, be the sad coaching clown.
This return episode, if I had to name it, would be called Jilted Lover.
It's just, and I feel for the football programs and everything else. I mean, think about everything that you've done you've spent your whole life just doing what you love, and you waiting for that one moment to get the ring, just to get one ring. You just want to get in there, be the one, and then they just say no. I mean, that just hurts.
Yeah. There's got to be a thumbnail of a coach in the foreground, and that'll be me, and then I'll put you on some maniac behind him that's like screaming.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Give me the clipboard, it's mine. I earned it.
I deserve to wear the whistle. It's my whistle.
Give me the whistle. When you first started talking at the beginning of the episode, all I could think of was the guy who used to play Booger from Better Off Dead. When he talks to Lane, he's like, Charles Demar, that was his name. He's like, Lane, I've been going to this high school for 7.5 years. I'm no dummy.
That's going to be me. I've been coaching for 30 years. Now is my dummy. Time.
I deserve this job.
Just on premise alone, you need to make me in charge. Now another person.
I've been hanging around the football field for 7.5 years.
Yeah,
I know football.
Yeah,
I'm no dummy.
I've just been watching, and I know.
I've been hanging around this program for 15 years. I'm no dummy.
Well, there's a person that at the other high school I used to coach at that they just hired. Now, they hired a coach who used to coach college football. Oh. And there's a guy who's been there longer than I have. And that would be the dude from Better Off Dead. Who just always he's always there. He is the Charles. I remember one time when they hired the new head coach, he was like doing laundry, like washing the uniforms and putting stuff away, just voluntarily, just doing it. No one asked him, and I was thinking, why is he? And all I think of is that movie Real Genius when the dude was like, I've been doing your laundry, man. I even bought this. And the professor is like, that's too bad. We're going to go with this guy. That's how it feels. I've been doing everything.
Or that, this made me think of that SNL skit, the Herlihy Boy, who's trying to house sit for the fucking, and then it's Adam Sandler saying why he should be the house sitter. That's you talking why you should be the coach.
It's just, yeah.
Please,
it's just...
can I coach your team? I'll do a good job.
Yeah,
I'll even watch the uniforms.
It just
don't make me watch the uniforms.
It just feels.
Wash your own.
You feel degraded. So
yeah.
And then when you watch football now, it's like you just watch these guys and they're just shoving quarterbacks around. Now it's like a quarterback shuffle and defensive free agency shuffle. That's what it seems like everybody's doing. And so you're just like, what are we doing? We're just going to get – I mean, I think the Raiders even traded for the Saints running back because Kamala or – Was that his name?
Just now? You just traded for Kamara?
No, I don't know if they gave away trade. They gave away draft picks. The Saints got. I just saw that. The Saints got.
I seen Epps that you signed for. That's who you were talking about earlier. That's the guy you got for the Eagles, Epps.
Yeah,
that was the only move I had previously seen besides Garoppolo.
Someone got the Saints though. Kamal.
No way. Kamara?
Yeah.
No way.
Dude, I can't believe anything on the internet anymore. The internet's full of
Giants to acquire Darren Waller from the Raiders. You just traded Darren Waller 10 minutes ago.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
yeah. What?
Yeah. That's insane, dude.
What did they
Dolphins
get for
re-signed all the... I don't know. Saints are retaining Michael Thomas. Yeah, I can't believe that. That is nuts.
What would you get for him?
I don't know. Breaking news here on Me Podcast You Listen, even though it'll be old news.
It'll be
third
couple days late.
Yeah, a couple days later. This is the third round compensatory pick the Giants obtained in the Kadarius Toney trade with the Chiefs. That's all you got? Holy shit. Oh, and the number 100 overall pick. Wait, that is.
Number 100 overall pick.
That has to be the third round.
Let's see.
I would have liked to pay that for as a Bears fan, even though we have Komet for him. That's insane.
Maybe Waller wasn't doing a good job last year.
Well, he's been hurt, right? The injury bug.
Yeah. I think we should pick up some.
I don't think.
Who do you think Robbie
that was worth trading for a third rounder?
You think anybody's going to get Robbie Gould?
If he didn't piss off the Bears' cheapskate owners, and clearly they're cheapskates because they haven't signed any offensive lineman of note, they signed just that Titans guy. He was their player rep, and he just insulted him for being cheap, and that's when they released him. And they had the double doink guy that was in there and fucked us up out of the playoffs. So I don't know. I would love to have him, but we still have Santos under contract, so it's probably not going to be us realistically.
Dude, you sent me this list of all these free agents, and there's a shitload of people.
Yeah, that was a thing a friend of mine sent me. That's probably one of the best trackers that I've seen on overtocap.com plug. Yeah, you could click on it, and essentially that tracks everybody. I don't know if they've got Waller on there already, but I'm sure they will shortly.
Do you remember that thing? Do you remember that thing we used to do, Colorcast? Do you think that's still going on?
That's a good question. I haven't seen anything.
Let's see.
Remember the one girl we had?
Yeah,
she was on the one broadcast.
The one that was trying to sell us on shit.
Live, love sports.
Yeah, live, love sports.
If you're not paying the broadcasters and people are just doing the broadcast for free, I don't have no idea how you could stay in business, because I don't think they could figure out how to have advertisers on it. But I don't see how you couldn't, because it'd be the same thing as radio. Like, it'd be like radio advertising. The guys are still calling the game, as long as you don't have the audio of the game on there, that it could be, heard or whatever like that. I'm pretty sure you could sell it, sell advertising.
Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find that app. Colorcast.
To be honest with you, I haven't seen anything, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that's been on the. I don't spend a whole lot of time on a Me Podcast You Listen Instagram. I'll post a lot of stuff occasionally and on our page, but I don't hang around in that one. I'm usually on my own.
There's nothing. Think it went out of business already?
I think once the user model, like me and you, we were on there briefly, but doesn't pay for us to be on there. When we say, if we went full bore on this and we had our own channel and we're pumping out content as often as maybe they would like us to do, you do it yourself and then try to grow your brand, get either show advertising or eventually grow enough subscribers and views on your own channel to make money on your own product. I don't see why you would do that if they're not gonna compensate you on there. Doesn't make any sense. Why would you broadcast for free?
Why are we broadcasting
That's
right now?
That's a good question. But like for somebody.
Why are you doing this for free? I don't know. We're doing it right now. I mean,
that's good. Yeah, good point.
Why do you get on there and record stuff for free?
On Colorcast time. I mean, why are we going to agree to a time slot for free? Make sure we're there on our own time and do that for free.
I don't know. I just thought it was dumb. You can watch it on television. You're listening to these guys go, it's 1st and 10, left to right on your radio dial, and the ball snapped. It's like, oh, well, who cares? You can watch it on television.
Well, that's what I mean. I think they didn't put enough effort into original show broadcasting. I felt like, not that, I mean, shows like what me and you would do would be more interesting, obviously, than just listen to somebody call golf. Or fucking even a football game. So the football games, I mean, it's just people that, getting together with their buddies talking during the game, I guess. But that's not conducive to a money-making model if you don't have original show content that people want to listen to,
Yeah.
So it'd be like,
they want to listen to a coach talk about why he didn't get selected for the job.
Jilted Lover. I would much rather talk.
I'm just here to tell you that it's just you need to prepare yourself to be disappointed every once in a while, like 27 years of it, and so maybe you're just not meant to be a coach. But that's okay. I mean, stuff happens.
Okay, just some of our episodes do sound like therapy if you go back into our archive. So obviously we need these sometimes on our episodes, and yes, in order for Coach JC to move forward, he has to reflect on his past.
Why?
I know something. If we get anybody listening to this, whether it be YouTube or whatever, we share it.
If anybody's paying attention, I have a resume that can go out anytime.
If you want us to review movies or WrestleMania's coming up, whatever like that, drop us some feedback. Let us know.
Oh, yeah. That's our time. This is sad music from my clown. So, podcast you listen.
Coaching clown
came with coaching woes from Coach JC, and always with MC. Tune in as we talk movies on our next podcast.
Yes, indeed.
Podcast you listen. Subscribe on YouTube and get ready to follow us on all channels.
Instagram, Twitter, everything. Yes,
coming in
full on Facebook as well.